Hi, y'all. Happy Monday. I know, it's been a little bit of time, right? It's been a couple of weeks. Energy gets interesting. It ebbs. It flows. Sometimes we feel healthy. Sometimes we feel unhealthy. And it's okay to feel unhealthy sometimes. Right? We have to love those times. Otherwise, if we don't love those times, we hate those times. Oh my God, I hate this. I feel so bad. What's wrong with me? Why don't I feel okay? My brain is all scrambled up. That's normal. You are not alone. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just weird energies you got glitched into. Where does some of that weird energy come from? Why do we feel weird sometimes? Uncomfortable, depressed, sad, irritated, anxious, anxiety. Where does it come from? It comes from all of the energy that you're exposed to every day, day to day to day. We wake up, we're exposed to an alarm clock. Get up, get up, get up. We're exposed to our neighbors, the drivers on the road. We have to see our bosses. Oh, and there are people calling us already. Mail, there's mail, there's mail. I don't like my mailbox. It's always like, pay attention to me, worry about me, bother, you know. These are things, these are important things, these papers coming in the mail. I don't feel like everybody in the whole world has a mailbox. Right? Not everyone has a mailbox. Not everyone has to walk out to the mailbox and see who they owe money to today. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, y'all. All of that stuff carries energy. And all of that energy affects how you feel. It's not you. It's not you feeling weird, uncomfortable, full of anxiety, depressed. It's not you. Maybe it's not even your energy at all. Might not be. All right, I have Donna. Hi, Donna. Hello, Donna from Belfast. I have to admit something. You know, we practice non-judgment here, right? We honor non-judgment. Donna, I have no idea where Belfast is. Please don't judge me. But it sounds exotic and amazing. And I am so happy that you're here with me. Let's turn this up a little bit. Chandra, hi, darling. Good to see you. Kim, hi, guys. Long time. Happy Monday. You know, here's the story. So the last couple weeks, the energy around me has just been swirling like a giant tornado. And it's okay to not have the answers. It's okay to just be like, you know, this energy that's swirling around me, a little like a hurricane / tornado, I don't want to share that with you. I don't want to spread that. And I can spread that to you. If I come here and I'm speaking to you, and my energy is one of like, that's it. Forget it. Annihilate the human species. The planet's going to hell. Everything is bad. And I'm up here talking to you, trying to be like, guys, things are great. No. Or I'm up here even worse saying, never mind, guys, it's the end of the world. We're tanking. The ship is sinking. We share that energy with every single person we are around. And if you're listening to me, you are aware of this. You're aware of how the energy spreads. Hopefully, you are choosing to be a conscious light worker, a conscious human, and not spread that energy to everyone you're exposed to. But that is not saying that everyone you're exposed to is not sharing that energy with you. Are you aware of that? So the friend you took the phone call, the sister you answered the call, the brother you're with all day, the mother, the father you care for, your coworkers, your boss, your partner, your kids. They all have this little ball of energy around them. And the energy that they're carrying around with them is a manifestation of all the energy they're exposed to. So let's say we're all just these little energetic balls, like bouncing around. And let's, for example, just to not make everyone upset, use your neighbor, right? Okay, we have a neighbor. Let's not call it your partner, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your boss. Though it's there, but I'll let you put it there where you want it. Let's call it the neighbor. So you see the neighbor, right? Chandra says, trying to protect myself like crazy. This is what I'm trying to say, guys. Northern Ireland is Belfast. Glitch, squirrel. I have ADHD, which is tuned into a higher dimension. Nothing flawed. Northern Ireland. Okay, I'm not going to forget what I just said about protecting ourselves because Chandra's going to remind us. So, Donna, it's so cool. I went and flew into over there and I went to Southern Ireland. And you know, Southern Ireland does not like Northern Ireland. I'm sure you're aware of that. They were like, don't go there. There's nothing but savages. I'm sorry. And I was like, am I going to meet the tribes of Northern Ireland? Do you know how fascinating that sounded to me? I'm like, we're driving to Northern Ireland. Grab our like gear. And they said, there's no insurance that will cover you there. The money is different. The people are different. So it's like Northern Ireland is like rugged, raw. I don't know, in my mind, warriors. Anyway, she's laughing at me. That's what I was told. Northern Ireland's a bunch of ruffians. Don't go there. They were like, your car insurance won't cover you there. You step 1 foot in Northern Ireland, you're on your own. I was like, oh, this is so cool. All right, so you're on my list of places to explore. You'll have to tell me, am I going to get, dragged into an Ireland tribe somewhere? Sorry, I love that. Okay, so Chandra, back to where we were so I can glitch back in. Trying to protect myself like crazy. Lightworkers, you are being affected and infected by every single person's energy that you are exposed to. We are not in the mountains anymore. Many moons ago, us lightworkers would feel the calling and we'd climb up to the Himalayas and we would isolate ourselves and become masters. The time of that is coming to an end. We still have masters meditating in the mountains for us, holding the vibration patterns that us as light workers are able to tune into, right? But we are in the front line. We have our swords. I have a shield. I'm here. I got this. Me and the universe are like, bam, fist bump. We got this. The universe speaks to me. I channel to you. The universe speaks to you. You channel to me. The universe speaks to other light workers who are around you, and they're also channeling to you. Now, why, if that's the case, am I around a whole lot of cranky, weird, silly, irritated, angry people? So we are all, I know I've said this before, but we are all lotus flowers. right? Lotus flowers, lots of petals, hundreds of petals of enlightenment, blah. But some of us still have become a lotus flower, but the lotus flower must die at some point. So we have died, come back into the earth, planted as a seed. Now we are just a little seed in the dark. Still a lotus flower, knowledge of a lotus flower, yet experiencing the world through darkness. You know anyone experiencing the world through darkness? You know them. I watch the news a lot, like in the news. Let's see. My subscription. Hey, come back to me. There we go. I like this one. Okay, so you have little seedlings. You know them. Well, I honor the Kardashians, but the seedlings watch the Kardashians. Right? So they don't know about that. They think you die and you die. That's it. You just die and it's over. That's the end. Hi, Kira. I see you. If you want to stay on, I'll 100% give you a rating. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate your energy as well. So, next time I find there are families. We love our families. We love them. We love the light inside of the lotus flower. You guys experience in the world as a seed. Maybe they have a little sprout that might go to you. Or they just you're completely strange. Like you cannot speak them. They're like, actually everywhere. And universal source, like you're weird. Go to church. Right? Anyway, but you're all the same. Nonetheless, the energy vibrates at a certain pattern of pattern, the darkness pattern, not dark and dark memory or lotus flower. They're the same. That's how we recognize things in them. Like you have such light to you, but you're like, no, you're like, why don't you get me? And you have this blooming lotus flower, and they're like this little seed, and they're like, mother, we can't do this. This is happening all the time. Bosses, co-workers, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers. We just don't want to judge everyone in the process. Because another human seedling, maybe they have a little stem and leaf, and they're just happy in the world and yoga. Oh, yoga. Or another, here we are, the flower master. Oh, okay. But you don't say to the flower, grow faster. Learn faster, grow faster. You just don't get it. The lotus flower doesn't judge the seed. It says, oh, you're so cute. Yeah, but it's okay. I will. Let me sprinkle some nutrients, a lotus flower, taking shade and sun, and nutrients, and wind and water, and lotus flowers, because it's beautiful. You're constantly, and the seedling's like, yeah, that's lifetime. That's probably speed of lifetimes ahead of it before you even understand what a flower. Number seeds don't understand that at some point it will become a flower. We don't yell at the seed for not growing. Have to remember that. Okay, back to Lightworker. Going a little digital. I know I have the internet. Pause for a moment. Sophie, are you on the internet? You're not on Wi-Fi or laptop? Okay. My internet is glitching, y'all. I'm sorry. Has it? It's raining here. That's what it is. Let me see. I do have low internet. Here and Christina going on. Okay, I see it too. My internet is very small. No worries, I still understand you. Okay, perfect. But I see I have only one big little bar at the bottom. So, universe has been speaking. So sometimes when you see me offline, the universe has been a download phase. When I go through that phase, I just listen, receive. Sometimes I'm not ready to share that because it's in the process. So it'll come out machine. Right? So I learned a few things, but the most important thing I learned is the power of Jonathan? Can you hear me? Mother? I don't think my internet's going to hold up. Oh, a hotspot. Okay, well, let me see. Let me see if the hotspot works. The child says to use the hotspot. She probably, I honor her message. Much better? We're probably a little bit still glitchy, I can see. Okay, power of yes, power of yes, power of yes. If I glitch out, power of yes. What does that mean? Say yes. Think about that. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. This is what I learned. Oh, should I go out? Yes. The universe is speaking to you. It's called the power of yes. Thank you. Is there any we'll try it. So Bali. Bali is not calling me. I keep hearing Bali. I don't know about Bali, but it's called. I know nothing about it. It's like, so the internet connected to a man named Alex Buta. Anyone who's listening, Alex Buta. He's the master. So I've been being a master. He is the master. The master practicing master. So we are. When we're at a vibrational level, we're tuning into source directly. We're all practicing masters. The Buddha was a practicing master. Practicing master. A master is never a master. He's never the master. Here I'm going to have a master. It's not the master. They're always practicing. So now he's another practicing master. So cool. So he's calling to me. I never told anyone. I never told anyone that, right? So here I am dancing. Someone I don't know walks up to me in the middle of this dancing restaurant and says to me, that girl is from Mali, right there. And I'm, oh, yeah, I should meet her. And he says, yes, come. She's from Mali, come meet her now. Okay. The universe is spoken. All the time the universe is speaking to you in this way. So just power of yes, both be to the girl. The power of yes says, get to Bali. The power of yes says, go dancing tonight. Yes, it's a organization. Go dancing. The power of yes says, wonderful. The power of yes says, start a business. Take that chance. Call that person. So I go meet this just phenomenal practicing master again. A woman. I mean, goddess woman. She's like, you are coming to Bali with me. And I'm like, yes, I am. So now we're going to Bali. She says, now, actually, talk to me about our text, but we're going to have all of this between the week and I will share with you. The power of yes. Okay. So, news. Let's see. Just as I have broken our sympathy. Our show season. And we need a little bit of a season shift and change because it's summer. So we both are traveling. We a lot. Tune in when I can. So this is probably my last show for a little bit as well. Okay, y'all, let me see. I'm going to try to switch my source. Let's see. Having trouble connecting. Well, let's see. Maybe you can hear me now. Perhaps. I'm on an old internet hotspot.
Did you get it?
Yeah, let's see. Kira, are you there? Better? Chandra says better. Kim, I do not understand. No, it's not you. The internet is just, forget it. The internet's out. My internet is out. I'm trying to share.
Want me to help you?
Kim, can you hear me? Kiara, can you hear me? Great.
Yes.
Oh, yay. Do you want a reading, Kira?
Yeah, I'd love one.
Can you pop on with your face? You don't have to.
Yeah,
You don't
sure.
have to. You don't have to.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Take a breath. Kiara. Okay, last one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Curious about the one letting go. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a whole lot of obstacles that have been in front of you, a whole lot of kind of stuff to deal with and traumas and goods and bads and just a lot of stuff. So there's been like a lot of stuff that's around you for a long period of time. But right now, you're breaking through it. You're like, I'm done with it. You're like busting that door open. You're like, that I'm going to handle, that I'm going to handle, that I'm going to handle. And the thing is, not everything happens right at the same time. Boom. Not everything happens all at once. Boom. So understand you are going through the process of a breakthrough right now. So your soul is shifting, evolving, transforming, translating, and growing. So you're in an evolutionary flower spurt. So basically your journey on the lotus flower is growing now, right? Versus being in hibernation. So you are aware of this process. Maybe you weren't before. Maybe you were a little bit shrouded, a little bit shadowed, a little bit gray. And then all of a sudden, you open the curtains, the breakthrough has happened, and you're seeing the truth of things for the very first time. You're seeing how probably superpowers, right? A little bit special. You have some wisdom. Your guides are communicating to you. The universe is talking to you. All of a sudden, you have this energy that's flowing. It's beautiful and it's loving and it's kind, and you have a lot of abilities to shine here on this earth. You have wisdom. You have teaching abilities. You have stories to tell, lessons to share. You've been through a lot. Many of us who've been through so much, we don't realize that we've gone through so much. It's like a boot camp. And we've gone through so much so that we can become teachers and healers and guiders of wisdom. So that's where you're at right now. You're getting rid of all of that stuff, all of that breakthrough, all of the issues, all the problems, all the traumas, right? You've pulled back the veil. You're aware that this process is happening. And you're going to understand that some of the traumas that you've been through have brought you into this, practicing spiritual entity, master, soul, light worker, rainbow warrior, many things I could use to define you or describe you. Now, what's happened is in your past, you've been around so many different seedlings, whereas you have the potential to be a lotus flower here on this earth, here on this time, right now. You've been through so much in your past lives, so many experiences, so much heartache, so much trauma, so much pain, so much suffering. But now in this particular lifetime, you have a choice to let that go, to release it, to heal it, to master it, so that you don't have to spend this doing this again next lifetime. So it's a great opportunity for you if you so choose it. But you don't have to choose it. It's always free will. So you can stay in this little place as long as you want. Or you can elevate and vibrate past it with, again, studying meditation, finding a teacher, and becoming a spiritual, owning that spiritual side of your life and your existence, owning who you are. You know, ticket to Hogwarts came in the mail kind of thing. So what's happened is you've been around a whole lot of people who haven't understood you, right? So you've been like, hey, guys, this is how I feel. And everyone's like, no, stop. That's weird. You're like, wait a minute. Things are a little like evolved and no, just be quiet. Don't. That's weird. So you're like a lion and you've been held down by sheep. And you are looking for your identity as this master, amazing lightworker, lion, high, powerful, strong being. And you're trying to gather who you are through the eyes of these sheep. They don't understand you at all. They do not know who you are. They don't know the words that you speak because, again, seedlings and lotus flowers have a hard time communicating, right? So you've been a little bit held down and a little bit trapped, and people really haven't understood you for most of your life. So what's happened is you've stopped communicating who you are. You've stopped being who you are. You stopped sharing who you are because no one understood you. And really probably no one liked you in a way. So you felt like nothing. You were a little maybe strange. So what you've done is layer it up and layer it up and layer it up and hide yourself and tried so hard to be a sheep, just like everyone else. But when you tried so hard, it was kind of like eating itself inside because it's not who you are. You're just this big, powerful lion, strong being, a force of strength, right? So you have to understand that you haven't been around your tribe. And that's why you felt a little out of place and like something was missing. And then you tried to compensate, right? Because when we have this absence of connection and relatingness and just no one understands us, there's a lot of pain there. And we try to numb that and find our tribe anywhere. We try to seek our tribe. You were like a little, vine cut off from the tree. So they're letting me know that you're coming to an awareness of all of this right now. So you're beyond illusion. Like before, when you were in shadow, you were in complete illusion and it was like a dream state. So you didn't fully understand what was happening. But now, due to all of these circumstances and experiences that you've had in life, you're aware of all of this. So you're beyond the illusion. You're aware of this light worker skills. I want to let you know you have a little bit of time to go ahead of you. So this isn't going to happen right off the bat. It's a process, a learning process, and it's going to take time. So this is like, okay, tomorrow I need to be better. Everything in my life needs to be fixed. It's not like that. It's really about taking one baby step at a time and allowing the seasons to grow and allowing the flower to grow with the seasons, which you are the flower. So if things aren't absolutely perfect right now, they don't have to be. Just allow them to be, but turn that love around inside. Understand who you are and remember that you're a light worker and a healer, right? And again, I mean, your guides are all over this. So are you aware of the fact that your guides are communicating to you? Is that something you're aware of?
No.
No. So you don't, okay, so do you sometimes sense things? Sometimes the way that when someone walks up to you, you instantly can feel whether they're a good person or a bad person, whether they have clear intentions or harmful intentions for you.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the beginning stages of starting to identify your gift, is understanding when this person comes into my energetic space, I feel uncomfortable. So that happens all the time. So when I go to work, I feel healthy or unhealthy. When I'm around a particular person, I feel healthy or unhealthy. And your feelings are going to begin to speak to you like, hey, if you feel unhealthy around this person, listen to the thoughts that are generated when you're around that person. When you're around a person that's unhealthy for your energetic field, your mind will begin to align with unhealthy thoughts and behaviors. So there's some people that you're around and all of a sudden you feel like you can do anything. You can go to the gym, you can go to the beach, you're just this solid person. But then there's other people that you get around and you feel unhealthy and you want to have a form of self-harm or do unhealthy things or manifest unhealthy situations and unhealthy behaviors. So as a light worker, all that means is that you're very, very sensitive to all of the energy that you're surrounded with. And as a light worker, which I can very clearly see, if you haven't been trained, which is not your fault, because we don't have a light worker training school yet, but everyone who's listening, please start one up, because we need to help us. You know, we come to this earth and we don't understand why we feel everything so intensely. Everyone's energy, if you're not trained to keep it out of your body, infiltrates your body. It makes you feel like a crazy person sometimes. You don't even know where some of these thoughts come from. When you're around certain people, you want to eat. When you're around other people, you want to drink. You're around other people, harm, other harmful things. And then when you're around certain people, which probably as of yet rare, which are spiritually healthy people, you want to grow and shine and teach and share and heal. So we want to use ourselves as a radio transmitter, dial certain, but in order to use your radio transmitter of your energy, your chakras and your energetic field, it's a radio code. We have to understand how everyone makes us feel first. So I also see that you are this creative soul. Now, what this means by being a creative soul is this. In this world, in this earth, in this time, we are told to work to pay your bills. You have to work and then work. You cannot sleep. And you come home, you have to work. And it's never done. And if you're even resting, you better be working. Right? So what that's done is our soul is a little like a shriveled up raisin. It's just not being loved. It's just tired. Our souls are tired. And it's because we are out of balance, all of us. And we're all dealing with this out of balance in our own particular ways. We're just trying to feel better. And that's sometimes with substances, shopping, gambling, porn, addiction. It's all there. We all have it. All of us have it. But the reason why we have it is because we're not handling how we're feeling on the inside. So we're feeling tired, we're feeling disrespected, we're feeling dishonored, we're feeling overworked. What are we going to do but grab a drink to make it better? Eat that food, right? To feel better. Or grab onto that person, right? To just make us feel better, but just for a little bit. Instead, we have to turn all that energy around and handle it inside of ourselves. Pizza, no. Alcohol, no. Person, no. We have to heal from the inside. So you're a creative soul. Your soul is meant to create. But we get so busy and so bogged down with work and life that we have lost our creative souls. Me too. I have the same card. I have to create, which right now is a bit of creation for me. And I find peace here. Whereas 8 or 9 hours a day, I'm in a different environment and it's less creative, less peacefully energetic. So when I say find your tribe, also find your creative soul again. What does that mean? It doesn't have to mean like I'm not an artist or a writer, but it is something that your soul is asking you to do. Is it plants? Is it flowers? Is it volunteering with children? Organizing? I don't know what your creative soul is telling you. I don't know what your particular soul needs. No one knows. Only you. You're the only one who knows what you need. But I don't know if you've ever asked yourself that. Hey, Kira, what do you need today? Kira, how are you feeling? You need what kind of love do you need? What do you need? You don't want to take that phone call? Don't take it. You don't want to shower? Don't shower. You don't want to do the laundry? Don't do it. You want to get up and go for a walk and sit down on that grass and stare at the pond? Do it. Turn your phone off. Turn it off. Be with yourself. Figure out what Kiera wants, because Kiera and Kiera need to be together. Kiera needs to love Kiera and talk to Kiera and have that relationship with Kiera, not anyone else. No work, no job, no business, no partners, no neighbors, no kids, no nothing, right? So I see there's a couple things to work on. Letting go of some of the traumas that you've been through in the past. You've been through some trauma. You've been through some stuff, right? And we've all been through some stuff. And it's just easy to say, let go, let go, let go. Just let go, Kara, let go of the past. Not that easy, right? We've been through some stuff. But every time, we've all been through stuff in our past, right? But every time we want to go swim back there and we want to go travel upstream, because that's where we're going, back to old energy, harmful energy, hurtful energy, traumatic energy. We want to go back and relive it. Why again? Why do we do that? Because all we're doing is going back to the archives, opening up the painful book and reading it and bringing it all into our present. And then after we've read our harmful book about all the terrible things that have happened in our past, and we close the book and we look into the world now, we only see through the eyes of the past, of the pain. So what I try to do is reset it. I reset the past. I have like a, see on the other side, wait, over there, see how there's a block right there? That's where my past lies. See how my hand goes there? I don't go there. Look at that. I don't go there. Or there. See that? I don't go there either. I stay right here. I don't want to go into the past and relive all that stuff. I can't go back. I can't change it. I can't fix it. I can't undo it. I can't make it so it didn't happen. But what I can do is remember some of the beautiful things that I learned, some of the beautiful lessons I learned, some of the beautiful people I had met, the beautiful experience I've had. But other than that, I need to let it go. And if you want to keep it, just put it over there. Like, you can have it anytime you want, but keep it over there. So it's not here and here, right? So again, you pulled 2 past cards, another one clinging to the past. Again, going back and reliving the past over and over. It's very harmful to your soul. There's some guilt there. You have some guilt. What can you do with that? You can't fix it. Can't undo it. If there's someone you need to apologize to, apologize. But expect nothing in return. Just apologize if you need to, or else apologize and be like, man, I screwed up. I'm sorry. You don't have to forgive me, you know? Some of your energy is being suppressed, so we have some suppression there, some external energy and circumstances, individuals, are suppressing your energy now. Because if you are powerful and beautiful and strong and meant to shine, there's another side that doesn't want you to shine. It is. It's there. Not a topic for today, but it is there. I've seen it firsthand. So as I shine, it's like, I'm going to put your light out because you're way too powerful for that. We can't handle that. Simmer down, Lightworker. And I'm like, no. No more suppression for me or you. Figure out what's suppressing your energy externally and remove it. Release it and let it go. Also, a little bit of potential. You know, it just pulled up. It's at the very end, but just notice the energy of fighting, arguing, uncomfortableness. Don't partake in that. Remember who you are. Lightworker, healer. You're not here to fight. I will not fight with anyone. I do not partake in arguments. I honor you. And like I said, you're here to reach your spiritual potential on this lifetime if you so choose to. You know, you're coming to an end of a phase, the beginning of another one. You have a beautiful path ahead of you, all lit up. Yellow brick road, Lightworker path of healing. Most importantly, you'll be sharing your wisdom. You know, but it's up to you to keep your energy clear, non-suppressed, and open for you to be able to share that energy with anyone you encounter. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Kira. Keep in touch.
I will.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
Okay. Hi, Janine. Do you want to come on? Hello, let's see. I'm gonna remove that out of there. Hi, Julie. Thank you. I love you guys. Like I said, I'll be in and out for this month and the month of August, in and out. But like Joseph said, probably back September, October, a little more full time. For those of you who are local, we do have an event coming up I know I'm going to be doing an event in October locally. So in Port St. Lucie, Stuart. So if you're around, let us know. I think we're going to be doing an event in Boca. And I think we might be doing an event in Destin. And so let us know if you're local. Let us know. And then also, I've had a lot of people ask me for classes. Even Kara said, how much? And I want to make it affordable. So I'm going to do like per class, 35 to 45. And then I'm going to do a monthly thing. And then I'm going to do all 4 classes at the same different times. So just to be able to do it. And I'm going to open up to like Donna Marie and to the world. So we'll try to find a time that works for everyone. You know, you register and just be a part of it. And there are 4 classes. I should read them. I'm not really sure what they are. Give me a second. I channeled this, so. Give me a second. Here we go. No, wait, that's not it. 786. There it is. Okay, here it is. So it's elevate your psychic and spiritual abilities. So what that does is everyone that I'm speaking to right now has abilities. You would not be here if you did not have abilities. So some of you are communicated through pictures. Some of you are communicated through dreams. Some of you are communicated through just feelings. Some of you can hear. Some of you can see visions. And you all have these special gifts. All of you do. So it's about learning what your particular gift is, how to grow it, define it. What's your superpower, right? What X-Men are you? So we get to figure that out because everyone is different. And then we get to figure out like how to communicate with your guides and stuff. So then the next one is energetic healing and life path reading. So energetic healing, that's what I'm doing right now. It's basically everyone has certain energy that they're around, whether it be their, again, partners, jobs, neighbors, kids, families, life situations, financial situations, how you're feeling about yourself. So the different energies you're around and how it affects you. So I like to kind of clean that energy up, identify it, wrap it up, clear it up, and educate you on how to recognize it every day moving forward. Because if you could keep your energy clear, you'll feel good every day, all day long. And then we're in a good place and then you can heal, same as me. And so now we're healing the planet, which is why we're here. And life path reading. So similar to what we're doing here, a little more details. The third workshop is learn the language of source and spirit. So this one's so cool because when you cross over to the other side, all you do is shed your skin. Okay? All we do is shed our skin. So we can still very much so communicate with anyone who's crossed over on the other side. And I know there's a lot of people who just aren't there yet where they're not sure about the other side. I guess I'm there where I want you to know that there's another side and you just want to learn the language of the other side. It's a little like Spanish mixed with German, wrapped up in Portuguese, you know, with Japanese sprinkled in. Wait, okay. What I meant by that is you have to learn it. And it's not something you'd ever expect, right? But the communication is there all day long. So you miss your loved one, come and learn how to speak to them, okay? That's what I do there. And then master the power of now and present moment awareness. This is a mastery class. So you've done a lot of this work. You're aware that there are spirits on the other side. You're aware of the planets. You're aware of energy. You're feeling it. You're knowing it. You're a light worker. You're on your path. Probably doing your meditations. You found your spiritual teacher. You've been studying a little while and you know a lot of this stuff, but you're looking for the fine-tuned points of how do I fine tune this energy? Because when you're connected with the universe and source energy, you become a master creator of your existence in your world, in your life. So you basically are the artist with the paintbrush. You get to paint however you want to see your entire world. It's a beautiful place to be. And so that's what that one is. And the power of now is it's like the grounding force that allows you to tap into the superpower, because that's what it is. It's a superpower. And present moment awareness is also the superpower. So when we master these two, the entire world, you become like, I don't know, like Wonder Woman. Or like Scarlett Johansson, she's super cool too. Yeah, so you become like that full time. So that's super fun too. So those are the 4 workshops I'm going to focus on right now. And I'll be teaching a couple of them in Stewart. I'll be teaching them all online. So I guess just pay attention to when they're coming online. And I'll be going with that too. Okay. Hi, there you are. Jenny. I feel like I recognize you. You know each other.
Yes.
Would you like to sing?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, so you are surrounded by people who just don't get you. They are not your tribe. So you're surrounded by them, and you've been around them for probably most of your life. So family, friends, partners, maybe even kids, and you've just kind of remained in this little pocket of silence. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, good. So you've been wanting to be understood for so long and wanting to relate. I want to relate. I want to be like understood. I want us to have a connection. And it's like, it's just, they just don't get you. They don't see you. They don't understand you. And it is because you're this like light worker here. So they're more concerned with the earthly stuff, finances and planning and time and scheduling and right and wrong and good and bad and black and white and the news and the politics and the COVID. All that is around you all the time. And you're just like, I can do this for like forever. So the thing is, you have to find your people. I'm going to say you got to find your people. It's the first card that pulled up, and you are isolated from your tribe. I am a weird one, part of your tribe. Yoga, meetup, spiritual classes, spiritual workshops that Joseph or me would teach in your area. Find them, find the stores, find the spiritual stuff, and find your people. You don't need to tell anyone about what you're doing. This is a you. This is a you, me, and the universe. So you've lost a little bit of the playfulness. You know how it feels to play? When we were young and we put on the radio and we blasted it really loud and we just like dance, right? We did like crazy stuff. Like, let's just go to the beach. Let's go on vacation. Let's drive to the Keys. Let's bake a cake. Let's sprinkle fairy dust outside. Let's go get birdseed and feed the animals. So we've lost the silliness, the playfulness, the love, the laughter, the dancing, the laughter. It's just, it hasn't been there. And it hasn't been there because you've been running around. Go to the right, you didn't go fast enough. Go to the left, not strong enough. Go up, not high enough. Down, not low enough. Running around in circles and not honoring how you feel at all, not even paying attention to what you need at all. Not at all. I'm tired. I don't care that you're tired. Keep working. Keep moving. It's not good enough. It's not enough. What you're doing is just not enough. Keep going. Keep moving. And we can't build a life there because the person is not seeing us for who we are and what we need. And we see it, but we're not being honored, so we don't feel like we're important enough to be honored in that way, because this is just what life has dealt us. No. It's time for transformation. It's time for us to just figure out what that means and stop being ran around, stop being taken advantage of, stop being ignored, stop being all of that, and turn all of that silly nonsense energy, cut it out of our life, turn it around and be like, all right, Janine, what do you need? Let's talk about this. What do you want? How do we get that energy here? How do we take care of you here? How do we allow you to feel loved? It's by loving yourself, because they're not going to love you. They're not going to take care of you. And we don't want them to. That's not their place, to be honest. It's really not. But we have to give that to ourselves, because if we don't, we will not be able to make healthy decisions for ourselves, because we're so concerned with why that they don't see that. So we will never get those answers seeking them outside of ourselves. We have to give ourselves that love, that time, that care, that need, that attention, that respect, that self-preservation, that we have to give that to ourselves. Forget everything else. So you have a lot of possibilities ahead of you. Like, there's a whole world waiting for you. You have not ended your life. You've barely begun it. You have an entire world ahead of you, a whole future, a whole life that's really waiting for you. So don't be afraid of change. The existence really has your back. So it's time for you to exist. It's time for you to really put some of that stuff away and allow the universe and you to become best friends. I am best friends with the universe. So it's silly, but you sit on a lily pad in the middle of space and you just know and you trust that weird invisible energy that we can't see. Some people call it God. Some people call it universal source energy. Some people call it space. Some people call it aliens. We don't know what it is, but it loves us and it's got our back and it wants to help us. I mean, that's the truth. What it is, I can't answer. It could be aliens for all I know. I don't know, but it loves us and it wants to take care of us and it wants to look out for us and it wants that to be a solid relationship. And the universe is letting me know, like, I got your back. Trust me. I am the only thing that you need. And I don't want to see you where you're at right now, in the position that you're at right now, in the energy that you're at right now, that you're being exposed to. Okay. So sometimes this movement, this change, this shift, this acknowledgement, this reality is going to feel fast and it's going to feel intense. And sometimes it might feel a little out of your control, but you're going to ride that. You're going to grab your paddle and your inner tube and you're going to go down the river and you're going to be like, you got me. And they're going to be like, I got you. And you're going to be like, let's do this. And we don't know where we're going, but we're going, and we're going with the universe. So nothing can go wrong. So again, I know that your energy is being suppressed, and it's being suppressed for a reason. The external forces that are in your life that are suppressing your energy are not there accidentally. It's like that's your challenge, your test, your sadhana. It's called a sadhana, which is a spiritual practice, which is understanding what it feels like to have your energy suppressed so that once you blow the doors open, you'll never lose that again, right? Because there's some control, not only suppression, but control and suppression. Because imagine you, this powerful light being, healing the world, loving yourself, shining and helping all. I mean, you could be a force to be reckoned with, a real powerful force. So there are forces out there they just don't want that. So certain people are placed in our lives to stop that from happening. And it's up to us to say, thank you, but no, thank you. Good luck on your journey over there. I will be over there. So there is a time of celebration post that, I do see a relationship situation. So we're going to be dancing. after this is kind of cleaned up and cleared up and that love is turned around and we're healthy and we're healing and we're taking care of ourselves. So am I saying go change your life and turn it upside down? No. What I am saying is work on that relationship with yourself. Stop any kind of unhealthy and stuff that's not working for you anymore. And gain that relationship with the universe. So I'll add myself in there. You, me, and the universe. Especially you and the universe. You know, and you first, you and the universe, right together. And just you've reached a time in your life of flowering. You know, you've reached a time where you have the ability to just kind of let go of all that stuff that you've been through. And it's not only in this lifetime, that oppressive energy has been eons of lifetimes for me as well. You know, we've been oppressed in where we're at. And so now in this particular lifetime, it's like, hey, you don't have to do that anymore. You can choose, or you can do it again if you want. You can do it this whole lifetime. You want to stay oppressed and stay controlled and stay all that, you can do it. No judgment. But you will have to repeat it next lifetime. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I'm going to be done now. I'm going to be done now. And I'm going to do what it takes in the power of yes, which we learned that, the power of yes. So the power of yes is going to get you through all that stuff you need to get through. To get to the other side and free yourself and come join your tribe. You've been captured by Indians. Or no, you've been captured by the white man. We're the Indians. All right. Good luck. Keep in touch. Mwah. Good luck with your journey. Mwah. Bye. Oh, I see it. See Jill. Oh, let's see. Here we go. My internet's been glitching, but I'm on the Wi-Fi and it's working. Let's see. Jill says, hello. Love you guys. Thank you. See you guys soon. And I have Christina and I have Elijah. Hi, guys. Where'd you go, Elijah? Hi, Christina.
Hi.
How's everything?
Good.
Good.
How are
I'm
you?
curious. Good to. I am having a energetic, peaceful week.
Good.
I'm having a respite. It's a respite this week.
Right.
And I met a very powerful human in a
Ooh.
practicing master phase, like a beautiful human. It's not human, but he's experiencing the human form because he's definitely an alien. But he's just this calm, peaceful. He has dreads, you know. He's very young, but magical creature. And I like to meet the magical creatures, you know. I like to meet them because they know that we're only visiting this planet in our skin suit.
Right.
My kind of tribe. My kind of people.
I would love to meet somebody like that.
I know. Yes. I know. It's so cool when you meet, it changes it. When you meet someone like, because I haven't really met anyone quite like that either, who's just vibrating pure energy. And it's a completely different experience than most of the people we meet every day.
Right.
And I must say he's one of the rare that I've met that there's no words that can really explain how that feels. And you're right. It's a beautiful experience and it's rare. And it is beautiful when you meet that person. I don't, let's see what this, Janine, exactly where I'm at. Moving on to open the new door. Oh, good, Janine. I am glad to hear that. Oh, and you're in Boca. Keep in touch then. Okay. You know what it did? It makes every single other person that I've been talking to and or even just communicating, or even friends with, and it's like understanding when you meet someone of your tribe, someone who really understands you, it's out of this world experience. And everyone else is just in your everyday life, and you do the nuance. Hi, how are you? Good, I'm fine. This is going on, that's going on. And then you meet someone else and you're like, aliens, magical creatures and dimensions. Yes.
Right.
It's a different experience all the way around, and it's, you know, it's been lovely.
That's nice.
Yeah. And that's why I call it one tribe, because it's worth waiting to find your tribe. And then also understanding that when you're not with your tribe, you're the leader of the pack.
There you go.
We forget that sometimes. Okay. So cute because I like see like the battle and the transition going on. Okay, so going with the flow, we have to remember that. So what's the opposite of going with the flow? The opposite of going with the flow is allowing all of the external circumstances that we're exposed to every day become a thing, like a thing we have to deal with. Like, okay, here's another thing, and it's not going smoothly and it's not floating down river. It's like another thing I have to deal with, you know. So and we want so badly to have a different circumstance, a different experience, a different outcome. So we have this want and this ambition and a type of control. We want to control the outcome. When we're trying to control the outcome of an external, non-controllable circumstance, but we want to try to control it, we have our paddle and we're riding up the river backwards. We're tired, we're exhausted, we're really not getting anywhere. And the second we stop paddling, we're floating backwards and we're like, damn it. So there's a lot of things going on that you just don't have control over. Work, personal, finances, really, we really don't have control over them. So every time one of those circumstances pops up and is like, pay attention to me, and you feel that urge to just control and to create what you need, which trust me, I get this. The moment you feel that, I want you to stop. That's your sadhana. That becomes your spiritual practice. So every time you feel the need to control an outcome, I want you to move into silence, stop, take a breath, and don't do a thing or don't say a thing until you've accepted exactly what's happening in front of you. If someone wants to fall off a cliff, let them. Someone wants to screw up, let it happen. And just be like, okay, you want to screw up, you need to experience a screw up. If it's not a part of what you're doing, let it happen. There will be consequences. And it's okay for you to respond to the consequences because that's the truth. But we can't control their behaviors to make them avoid the consequence that you know is going to happen. We have to honor who they are, honor the decisions that they're making. And then that does not mean you have to be a pushover and be like, oh, just take it. Just take the behavior. Just take it. No, there are consequences. And the consequences may be I have a certain response to that, which is I'm not okay with it, or I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm not going to share my energy here. I'm not partaking in that. But that's a consequence of your choice and your decision. Versus a lot of times we try to stop them from making those decisions because there's a shit show waiting at the end of it. Go with the flow and just allow people to be as they are and allow circumstances to bloom as they're going to bloom. And instead of reacting, sit back and remain peaceful and keep your peace, your love, your acceptance, your trust that everything is in divine order and divine timing, because it is. And we don't want to take their lessons from them. But there are consequences. Don't forget that. But we don't want to take their lessons, right?
Right.
So I'm seeing that you are coming to an end of a phase, a completion. Something is ending. A phase is ending. It's time to end this. I do see also an obstinate human. I pull this card. I don't know if it means something different for you guys, but when I pull this card, this guy is just kind of difficult. He's just oppositional. I think I find him to have the oppositional defiant disorder, which means it's like everyone is like run that way, and he's like, I'm going this way.
Right.
But if you could just do this, and he's like, nah, I'm gonna do that. So I find them are sadhanas. People like this in our life are spiritual teachers, because anything that becomes irritated or frustrated is stuff we have to clear out. That's our stuff. So this whatever that is, this energy is teaching us about our stuff, and we don't want to hold on to that stuff, because you're here and you're here often. So you are on a path of enlightenment, and in the path of enlightenment, we got to let that go. And again, consequences. He wants to march upstream the other way in a stick in the wilderness. So be it.
Right.
You choose. You walk up with him with your stick and you go, let's do this, or you walk this way. Both are okay. Just honor your decision either way. So again, some of this is going to happen very intense. So there's like a lot going on right now that's going to be moving. It's going to be shaking. It's going to be changing. And you're going to be floating in your inner tube with your white claw. Yeah, I'm totally fine. I'm going with the flow. It might be intense and it might be a lot going on, but I remain at peace because I trust that this is, again, divine timing in the universe is orchestrating it. So I'm going to love the ride. Okay, it's a beautiful place to be. Again, please find a creative outlet for yourself. Your soul needs to create something. It doesn't matter what it is, but it needs to express itself somehow. Get a plant, pick up a paintbrush, volunteer in an animal shelter, find a group in a yoga class, find a church, find a way to creatively express yourself in some way, because we need to get that back into our lives. You have a new vision, something you've been thinking of, just an idea, just a thought. What if, what if? We honor it. It might be quiet and you're not sure how it's going to get done, but all you have to do is the power of yes. If you did not hear it, the power of yes is our theme of our show today. So we're going to say the power of yes to whatever this new vision is. Stop thinking about it. Stop questioning it. Stop wondering how it's going to happen. Just say, fine, universe, but here's what you say. You figure it out. You want me to do this? You've given me this vision. I am saying yes to it. There's a whole lot of things, like obstacles that I see in my way. Maybe you handle it. That's what I say. And then it just does its thing. Sure, I show up. Sure, I say yes. Sure, the door opens and I walk through it. That's my part. But allow the universe to work with you. You don't have to do all this by yourself. So again, there's a little bit of instability, a little bit of shaky ground that's been around you. Perhaps you built, a life on a little bit of unstable ground. And we knew it. We knew we were building it. We knew it was great while it lasted. We knew it wasn't a forever thing. So these things are probably going to be shifting and changing. But just understand it is being honored by the universe and being taken care of by the universe. So if it does feel, just remember that you are taken care of. I do see that you have a lot of gifts to share with the world. And I don't know if I've told you this before, but this isn't just about you. So you kind of stepping into your destiny and paving that path and finding that happiness and honoring yourself and going with the flow and finding your vision. It's a part of a bigger example that the world will then be able to follow your lead by example. So it's important. Again, I see a breakthrough, getting rid of all that stuff, moving stuff out of the way. I see a spiritual enlightenment. I see her becoming content and whole and living her life, living her destiny, laughing, smiling, excited, happy, in love, but with herself. So not externally in love right here. Just loving her life because she said yes. And had enough courage to float down the river when the universe said float that way. She was like, okay. So again, make sure that you're honoring your guides because they are speaking to you and they're sending you messages. And a lot of times those guides sound like our own voice, which is where we get a little confused. Oh, that wasn't my, no one's talking to me. Don't be silly. You're stupid. You're hearing voices. There's something wrong with you. It is what it is, guys. I gave up. There are voices in our heads. Some of them are healthy and some of them are not. They all come from external circumstances. Conversation for another time. So recognize the voices of your guides. They love you. They want what's best for you. And they're never going to control you. So they're gently saying, hey, you feel really good right now. You may want to consider feeling good all the time. Just a thought. And you're like, oh, no, I can't because I have all this stuff. And it's like, no, you have a choice. We will honor you. So your guides are communicating to you to guide you. Make sure your energy isn't being suppressed. If there's anything suppressing your energy, I want you to figure out what it is and get rid of it. Just get rid of it. Don't think about it. Power of yes, energy being suppressed. Maybe it's not that easy. Maybe it's a process, but move forward with that process because due to that energy, there's a little bit of life postponement. You know, we're not living the life. We're looking at it. We're watching life go by out the window. And we're like, man, I sure wish I could do that. Sure would be great. You know, that's BS. All of that silliness that tells you you can't do it is all that suppressive energy that's trying to hoodwink you so that you don't heal the world. So just don't, whose side are you on, right? The light or the dark, the high or the low. Come with us. We're on the high side. We're in the light side. We're light worker and rainbow warriors. We're here to heal the world. And you're a part of that if you so choose that path, right? So no more postponing of life, which we all do sometimes when we get into that kind of lower stuff. We're not feeling like, oh, we're tired and we're healthy, we're overworked and overstressed. We watch the world go by, but it's time to participate now. Time to move away from whatever's exhausting you, making you a little bit tired and draining your energy. Get rid of it. Get rid of whatever you're clinging to in the past. Get rid of it. All it is weighing you down, dragging you down, distracting you, stopping you from fulfilling your destiny, stopping you from healing the planet. It's on the other side of things. So it's like in the shadow area, and we just don't want to go there anymore. You're aware of this. Source is communicating to you, and we just want you to go jump off the cliff and know that Source is going to catch you on the way down. It's always a scary card. But it's trust. We have to trust, because without trust, if you think you're here all by yourself and you're completely responsible for this all by yourself and there's no one helping you, that's scary. I would never want to live like that. I am not here by myself. I am not alone. I have an entire universe, again, could be aliens. I'm not sure. Some people call it God. Not really sure what it is, but it loves me and it helps me out and it takes care of me. And it's like, hey, go right, go left. Hey, do this, do that. Hey, talk to that person. And I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And my life is like a wild river on a yellow brick magical road, sprinkling fairy dust everywhere. It's beautiful. It really is. But, we have to have that trust that you're not alone, that you're being helped, and that you're being taken care of. And sometimes things have to crash down, but that's part of the trusting process too. Sometimes we have to break down to rebuild, and we have to be okay with that.
Perfect.
Okay, Kelly. Good luck. Love
Thank
you.
you. I love you.
Love you. Love you. I love to see you come every week, and I'm like, what's going on this week? How's it going? All right. So, Donna Marie, you will be my last reading. And then I am done. I don't know whether I'll be here next Monday, but I'll be in and out between now. And I think me and Joseph are coming on the end of July. We'll have a reading. I'll have to check my schedule, but I'll be in and out for the month of July and August. But I love you guys. Donna Marie, let's do a reading. Last one of the night, y'all. Last one of the night. Yeah. Here we go. And Jill, see you guys soon. And Donna Marie says, hi. Can I get a reading, please? Belfast in Northern Ireland. She's a warrior. and a leprechaun fairy sprite. Oh, let's clear the cards a little bit. Northern Ireland. So cool. And then one of your friends, I don't know if it was a friend, but someone else came on from Belfast, and I think she said she knows you. And I loved her voice. I could just hear her speak. I couldn't understand a word she said, but I loved it. Okay. Here we go. Cards pulled a little odd. Oh, look at you. Mm-mm. I think I know this. All right, love. So, getting tired. Last reading. Oh, my sister-in-law, Sharon McCreevy. She was so cool. Like her voice when she spoke, she's like, I was like, what? So cool. Okay, so we are the world, Donna. So guess what? You have the ability to affect people in a global capacity. It's very cool. So if you so choose this path, you have the ability to heal, affect all of the people that come in contact with you. So you're a very powerful superpower being. Just like you tell everyone that. I'm like, well, everyone who comes on is that. Maybe not everyone. Not everyone. But, you know, the first card you pulled is that you have a ton of reach, a ton of potential. The world needs you. The world needs your energy. The world needs your energy to be free. The world needs to see you heal. Okay. So you have a choice, because that particular path of, world healing, light path, light worker path, empath, rainbow warrior, yoga master. I don't know what part of the light that you want to explore and teach and share. But the path is one to be walked alone. Because something in your external environment is suppressing your energy. So when our energy is being suppressed externally, we're like, shine, and this energy is like, stop shining. We're like, la, and there's like, stop singing. We're like, you're not strong. No, stop. Just stop right now. Like, but no, stop. But wait, So figure out where that's coming from and move away from it. And follow the yellow brick road. You will have all of your fun friends in your tribe with you who would never want to suppress your energy, because your energy is meant to shine. Your energy is meant to be shared. And your energy is meant to elevate the entire planet. That's how important you are. That's why your energy is being suppressed. You have a lot of things ahead of you, a lot of travel, a lot of changes, moving, shifting, changing, growing, expanding. The world is waiting, potential. When we figure out what's suppressing that energy and we let it go. It's kind of time to move into a phase of silence. So when everyone's like, what does that mean? Silence. Here's what happens. When we're not in a phase of silence, we're talking, and please, I want you to see our point of view. Why can't you see it the way that I need you to see it? I want things to be a certain way. It's like, why can't you see it? Just listen to me. Things would be so much easier if you would just listen to me. Talk. Mm-mm. All of that energy that you're expelling, all of the light energy that you're sharing, it cannot be received any longer. There isn't any place in there for that energy to go into. You have filled it all up. You've done what you can do. You've healed what you can heal. You've given what you can give. There isn't anything left there. So a silent phase. A silent phase is one of acceptance of reality. The truth, the real truth, the power of yes, and the truth of the way things really are. Not the way we want them to be, not the way we're fighting for them to be, not the way we're talking and we're hoping we can shift and change and move and create. No. That phase is done. So what you'll do with this information is you've learned so much over here. And you've learned so much over here. So you're going to take it all. Come on. You're going to bring it right here. So you're going to integrate the lessons that you've learned, the knowledge that you've learned, the wisdom that you've learned. Once you've healed yourself, which is coming, because you're back to say, Donna Marie, we need to heal ourselves. Then we will share that information. But all that dark stuff, all that low energy stuff is just as valuable as the light stuff. So we're going to work it together. And we're going to be like, guess where I came from? And here's where I am. And we're going to make this work. Magic. It's fairy dust. Do not be afraid. What does that mean? Do not be afraid. Oh, of course, I'm not afraid. I got this. But then we don't realize, oh, I'm going to make this chance, choice, and decision. Then we're like, what are we going to do? What if? How are we going to live? What are we going to do? How are we going to pay our bills? I just don't see how that's possible. Fear. Fear is meant to keep you in a particular place with your energy suppressed because you're too afraid of what's on the other side. So we're going to move into the power of yes, trust our guide, say yes to what is, find our path, find our destiny, walk our life, follow the yellow brick road. Do not be afraid. Find out what that fear feels in you. Every time you're like, could I don't know, I'm too afraid. You're not afraid. That's for the other side. We don't want to go to the other side. You're in our side. You're with the light. Stay with the light. The light does not fear. Because the light knows that we should not fear anything. Why should you fear? We have the entire universe has your back. You just don't know it. Or you do know it. And if you do know it, then you have nothing to fear. So you can do whatever you want, whenever you want. You can have whatever life you choose at any time. It's your choice. Trust me. It's your choice. So stop comparing yourself to others. You know, it's like saying, oh my God, that white rose, it's just so white. I mean, who wants a white rose? Doesn't even shimmer the same in the sun as the red rose. The red rose is just so much more beautiful. Oh my God, and that yellow rose, who does she think she is, right? I don't even think her thorns are that good. Silly, right? Oh my God, that bamboo tree with its sleek bamboo trunk. Oh, I mean, forget that oak tree. That ugly oak tree with that hard, rough oak. Who even likes that? So silly, right? Trees don't do that. The butterfly is not like flapping its wings going, oh, who does that monarch think she is? I mean, I'm over here, my yellow self. I don't think I shine as good as she does. Stop comparing yourself to others. That's silly, right? No one is better than you. No one has more than you. No one is smarter than you. No one is like, oh, they have a better job. They have a better life. Bullshit. I call bullshit. None of that's true. So don't go there. Whenever you go there, like, oh, blah, 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 nonsense, silliness, blah, blah, blah. It's not your stuff. Someone else put that nonsense in your head a long time ago. It's not your stuff anymore. So whenever it pops up and it's like, blah, 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 be like, blah, blah, blah. No, thank you. X out the Amazon box. I don't want a $99 gift card. Thank you. No, I don't. So whenever that thought rolls in that you're not good enough as that one over there, X that out like your Amazon gift card. No, thank you. I'm not buying it and I'm not purchasing that thought. Remove that. Time for a breakthrough, doll. It's time. You got all that little weird stuff. You're like, I got all this stuff. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have any stuff. Break through all that stuff. When you work for the light, you have no stuff. All the dark side, they're like, you got stuff. And the light side's like, you're perfect. Go with us. Lastly, a little bit of this work. Go hug a tree. Go spend some time in nature. Oh, silliness, right? Well, here's what this means. You being such a beautiful, sensitive soul, a little earth being, a little fairy sprite, connected to the earth. Take off your shoes and go outside, sit in the grass, hug a tree, love a tree, feel a tree. The tree breathes out what you breathe in, you breathe out, the tree breathes with you. They're not comparing each other. They're just living and growing, and that's perfect. And they might be damaged too. They have their leaves are brown and they're falling off, but they're not like, oh my God, what's she going to think about my brown leaves? I couldn't get them groomed this week because I don't have enough money for my stupid job to get my leaves cut. Oh, I'm bad. They don't say that. Trees have much to teach us, much wisdom. They are like living gods that we have forgotten about. We have lost a little bit of connection to nature. So when you move into this connection phase that you have the ability to, you'll be able to even hear the fish and the birds speaking, the trees emanating love. The sun loves us. The clouds, I mean, there's some love coming from those clouds. Believe it or not, call them little like fluffy beings, like Care Bears. They love you. The water loves you. I know, crazy lady, I promise you. One day you'll know. That crazy lady on the internet told me that the flowers love me. And I pray one day you know what that feels like, because it's really beautiful. And you have that ability to experience that unconditional love and service to what is. So unsuppress that energy so you can shine on, Lightworker. Messages for all of you. And me. Okay, it is that time. Again, we have workshops in October. I think we have workshops in September. I promise I have classes coming up. I read them earlier. I promise I'm coming up with those. I'm going to do it. And it's going to be 35 to 45 a class, or I'm going to do a monthly thing. And I think I'm going to do like per class, maybe a 1 hour or two, maybe 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. And on the graduation on the 4th Saturday, we'll do like a 2-hour class. I think I'm going to do it on Zoom, and we're just going to have a one-on-one and really grow, develop those classes. And I, like I said, I want them affordable for everyone. So there is that. I'm taking a little break from this, but I will be popping on and off. It is Pride Month. Way to go, Rainbow Warriors. So I will be speaking to a mom coming up, but it's in the morning time. So just kind of watch for that if you want to tune in. And we'll be talking about pride and transgender and all that. LGBTQ, ABCDEFIJ, love. Oh, I love it all. All right, guys. I love you. Thanks for being here. Let's see what Donna says. Thank you so much. Chandra, I know you stuck on all night. I'm so tired, babe. And Kira, not tonight, guys, but I promise, tune back in, send me your name and say you promised to give me a reading, and I will, okay? Set time tonight, though. All right, guys. Love you. See you again soon. Have a good night. Let's see. Joseph made my ending of my show. Let me find it. Okay. Show end.